I am Dracula. I bid you welcome.
It's alive!
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Google gobble, Google gobble.
We belong dead.
Have a potato.
Welcome to this episode of The Good, the Bad and the Universal Hut with your host Mark and Sam. Today we'll be talking about 1987's Monster Squad. Hi Sam.
Hey.
Okay, Monster Squad. I've certainly seen it before. I believe you have too.
Yeah, I've seen it.
From the almost legendary year of movies, 1987. Some fantastic movies come out this year, such as, I don't know, Predator.
Princess Bride.
Yeah,
Full Metal
loads.
Jacket, loads.
And this is another great film, actually. All right, let's give general impressions. What was your thoughts on it?
I thought it was pretty good. It was cheesy, but it was
It's fun.
entertaining.
It's fun. It's extremely 80s. But I thought what it did with the Universal monsters, it did quite well, you know.
Yeah.
It was fairly reverential. We had Dracula, we had Wolfman, we had Frankenstein's monster, we had
Even had the creature from the Black Lagoon.
yeah, and we had the Mummy doing their own things. We had Van Helsing, you know, things like that. It starts with like a flashback from 110 years earlier or 100 years earlier, isn't it?
Yeah,
100, I
something
think it's
like
100. Which is Van Helsing fighting Dracula, and there's some sort of amulet thing, and yeah, there's a bit of a few shots that look like Evil Dead 2 where there's
Weird overlays.
I thought some of the special effects in this was really quite good, actually. But we'll come. One thing I wasn't that keen. I thought all the physical stuff was great, apart from it didn't look quite right. There was a transition scene where you see him like half man, half wolfman. It just looked like a big mask, not mask, a big head mounted. But otherwise, I kind of liked it. The Dracula was fine. He didn't have that much charisma, but the Gillman was fantastic. That was a really fantastic scene.
Yeah, I think they all look pretty.
The Gillman was particularly good. I also like the Frankenstein monster makeup. I thought that was rather good. It evoked the original and it looked rather good. And Tom Noonan was Frankenstein's monster. He played it with a lot of sympathy, actually, I thought. It's basically, is it 5 kids? 5 kids, a dog.
5 kids and a dog that really doesn't factor into it. Rudy, I think.
Rudy, who's like a much older kid, and he really wouldn't hang around with kids. He does anyway.
Well, he does.
To be the sister of one of the little kids. He didn't know that while he's and the kid never mentions it, does he?
No.
They're obsessed with like the monster stuff. There's a kid wearing a Stephen King Rules t-shirt.
Yeah.
And they got there's a test for
they have to
getting in the club.
It's like who is Frankenstein, the monster or the guy?
Yeah, stuff like that. Local Phoebe, who's only 5, who wants to join the club. They won't let her join because she's too little. And stuff like that. Also, a character, one of the little boys who owns the dog is called Eugene, and his surname's Faustino. He's now the guy that
Michael Faustino.
Now. In Married with Children, who's David Faustino. He looks similar, and this little boy has him. There's also another character in it who they call the scary
German guy.
Scary German. As in fact, at one point they go to his house, he gives them cake, and they're talking, and one of the kids, great line. But they need him because somehow this is how this plot goes. It's a journal, but it's written in German.
Yeah, so that bit makes sense because it's like,
how does he get it though?
Well,
or rather, Frankenstein's monster's crate falls out of a plane, and Dracula flies after him as a bat. We do have some of the rubber.
we got some pretty cool sort of mid-transformation stuff. Again, Stan Winston, so it looks great. So.
And there's a jarring scene where after they finish talking to the scary German guy, they sort of say, "I guess you know." Yes, I think I do. And then we notice he's got a concentration camp tattoo.
Yeah, the dark moments.
It was. Anyway, it's all about this amulet. There's like the balance.
The amulet makes a portal that'll suck in all the monsters, basically.
Yeah, and Dracula wants to destroy it. Museum.
Yeah.
The Wolfman's never even explained. The
No, it's
Gillman
just
comes
a
out
werewolf.
of the swamp. Yeah. And they
Recite
this thing.
this long speech in German that'll activate this amulet. Their
It's the
sisters,
sister
this
to
older
recite
sister.
it, and
And she
it
keeps
doesn't work.
assuring them that she's a virgin. There's this one kid, but he doesn't count.
Steve doesn't count. They said, "Oh my god," and they get Phoebe, the
Doesn't
little girl.
count.
Nice callback to the Frankenstein movies where Phoebe finds the Frankenstein monster and makes friends with it.
Yeah. I'd say that's more. Yeah.
And as soon as she says, "Look, you guys," she points, "Can I be in the club now?"
Yeah.
She goes, "You
And then she like screams, "You guys are chicken shit!" After that.
don't be too."
It's like 5-year-old screaming.
And to give you an idea,
He's got a proper name, but he only says it at the end.
Fat Kid.
It's just Fat Kid.
There's kind of an amusing bit where a bully films as a bully in 80s films, like knocks a chocolate bar out the kid, chewy chocolate bar out the fat kid's hand,
Yeah.
and then stomps on it, and then Rudy comes along and says, "You dropped your chocolate, you better eat it," and makes the bully eat it, and then the
Yeah.
kids are laughing. It's kind of fun. There's all sorts of shit. This is a very short film, by the way. This is like 80 minutes or so, something like that.
Yeah, about that long.
But so all these kids, Rudy is also somehow making silver bullets in metalwork.
Yeah,
He's
he's
making
like
wooden
stealing
stakes in woodwork.
his mother's. I assume it's his mother's cutlery and melting it down.
Yeah, they're doing that. Now, we also see the brides of Dracula in this.
Yeah.
The white in white. They're very cool, actually. I like those.
Yeah.
And there's one point they're coming down the street, 3 of them slowly walking down the street. Rudy, damn club, ain't I?
Yeah.
And starts firing wooden stakes at them. But it's really slow, and they
Yeah.
kind of get to. I only saw him stake 2. And there was 3
You
of them.
can reasonably assume that he just gets the other one.
I think it kids, but it was kind of gory. It was also written by Shane Black, actually, and the director Fred Decker. Fred Decker made a comedy called Night of the Creeps. It's worth a catch if every year get to see that. I've seen it. I can't remember much. I think that might be on Netflix too. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I got the DVD for this, but I think Night of the Creeps is. Yeah, so it was kind of fun. The music was pretty cool. The
Drum beats and everything.
yeah, it almost feels like a pilot for some series, really. It's got a cult following now. I mean, a lot of people like it. It's akin to like the Goonies, actually.
Yeah.
I think the Goonies are a little more hysterical.
Yeah.
This is kind of a bit punchier, so it works a little better. But sometimes when you think of the Goonies, there's a lot of screaming going on.
Yeah,
There's
they just shout and...
Yeah, but it was kind of... Anyway. On IMDb, 7.2, so it's got quite a good rating.
That's about right. So,
A lot of these actors you do see again and again in 80s films.
Yeah.
It has to be said. I've seen The Cop, I've seen before. His partner, the black, I can't remember his name in this, he's a black guy. There isn't any pictures. Oh, God. He's been in a lot of 80s movies too. He's good in there with kids. So I thought it was reasonable.
And
even Phoebe was good.
Yeah.
The little girl was. They call her Phoebe, don't they? Or something like that.
yeah, something weird.
Yeah.
But, they all act fairly realistically for what's going on. And they're pretty good actors.
Yeah, I thought Tom Noonan was one of the best ones.
Yeah, I did like Dracula.
Yeah, he was alright. He had the look, definitely. Yeah. It was fun. Kind of glad we got to this. I mean, we're getting less and less original Universal, more and more either parodies or homages. This is...
Yeah.
I wouldn't call this either of those. It's kind of just using the old...
I'd say it's a homage.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It wasn't just goofing about on them, was it? They were like the monsters, and it was like... there was some brutal deaths though. Gilman went out. Whoa.
Gilman just got they just unloaded firearms into him. It's not like he got shot with a silver bullet, which was kind of brutal, but you didn't really see anything.
Thank you as he died.
Dracula's sort of pseudo death and the creature going, that was really nasty.
The Gilman and the bullies he'd encountered before were hiding behind this glass door in a shop, and they got gun.
Well, he picked it up off of this knocked out policeman.
That's right. Blew away the Gilman, fat kid.
And he goes, my name is Horace.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And there's also kind of a touchy moment when the monster Asta is getting
Precedent for the Frankenstein's monster to be the most like sympathetic in these Monster Mash films.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised. The last few where he's just a lumbering monster
Yeah.
thing, but
But I mean, in like Van Helsing, he's that's not like actively trying to kill him 100% of the
yeah,
time.
I think that's Frankenstein's monster is often presented the way Frankenstein's present and Frankenstein monster's present, I should say, and he's a way more sympathetic character. Like Dracula's rarely sympathetic, is he?
Nah.
Wolfman sometimes can be, but he's more whiny and pathetic than sympathetic.
Yeah.
And overall, it was a good fun film. It's definitely worth a watch. What would you give it out of 10?
I'd give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7. It's not a great film. It's a fun film. I think it's one of those films that if you've never seen and you stumble across it, it'll blow you away because it's kind of so much fun and you just didn't know about it. But I think after you've watched it a few times, you sort of settle down and think, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I rather enjoy it. It's one of those kind of films that first watching is probably the best in terms of its sheer impact, but it's pretty good. And it's definitely rewatchable.
I'd agree.
It's a lot of fun. All right, I think we're done on this particular one. We haven't quite finished the Universal movies we want to discuss, or things inspired or related to Universal movies. We've got a couple more yet, but I rather enjoy this one. I was looking forward to seeing it too, and it didn't let me down at all. All right then, bye from me.
Bye.